take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Steelers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Andy Isabella powers through. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Isabella on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Rolling to his left. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. After the run, now Herbert to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. Gone an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Steelers, nothing.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Rosas' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. That'll be complete to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying,
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog, that's the way. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, check 25.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Second down, here's Hurts. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Push him back, push him back.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. On third down, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Recovered by the Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. So
barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Isabella. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Rosas lining up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker legging the rock.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
37-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. And let's get that going.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Slam, slam, slam. SOS, SOS, SOS. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18,
On 1st down, Hurts gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Ravens 27. Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Baltimore.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Jake Butt. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return is Hines. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
27-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Hey, Mike 51.
Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
30-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Barkley on the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 Mike. Get the ball.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Play action. It's Herbert. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
He finds his target, Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
The Raven first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert off of play action. Got a man open. It's Ross. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, just like that.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
On the handoff.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Off the RPO, he completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check, lucky.
Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
now. A second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10.
All you got to do is look and learn.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Tonight's final score.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.